Marimon with the IMTC, and I'm here with Andrew Ittleman from First and Ittleman, law firm in Miami. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, good afternoon.
You. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're really happy to have you here, and I know that you were part of the USMT Regulations Seminar. So let's start off. Could you tell me a little bit about it, what you guys did?
Sure.
You were one of the instructors?
Yes. There were 5 instructors, including myself. We had Todd Beauchamp and Stan Koppel from Hastings. Stan is in the Paul Hastings San Francisco office. Todd is in the Paul Hastings Atlanta office. We also had Ralph Fatigate out of New York. He's a compliance consultant there. And George Brown is he's an attorney in New York as well. And essentially what we spoke about was the variety of state and federal laws governing money transmitting businesses. And I think the conclusion that everybody came to is that if you walked into the room and you knew nothing about what these laws were, your head would be swimming walking out of the room. Because all in all, there are about 15 different federal statutes regulating money transmitting businesses. On top of that, there are 48 different jurisdictions in the U.S. that regulate money transmitting businesses. So if you have a license in each of these jurisdictions, that's 48 different regulatory authorities that you need to answer to. Sometimes the rules and regulations that one state has are different than the rules and regulations that another state has. So for many businesses, it's a full-time job for multiple people to keep in touch with all these different rules. And one of the things that Stan was speaking about is a variety of federal laws that are going to kick in this year and into next year, specifically the Dodd-Frank Act, and there's going to be an uptick in the way that the BLB, or the Greenwich-Bliley Act, is going to be enforced federally. Okay. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information.
So did you guys, it was a two-day thing, right?
Yes.
And it was just...
Yesterday was all state law.
Okay.
Today was federal law.
Okay.
And the state law was Todd and George speaking about all the different things that the states are looking out for. Are you reporting? Are your quarterly reports up to date? Are you reporting on yourself when there's an employee omission or omission of yourself, or if you get arrested for a DUI or whatever it might be? There's a million different things that you need to be reporting, and the states are going to continue to regulate that.
And did you present on anything in specific?
I did. I spoke about I spoke about the way that these laws are interpreted. Again, in the U.S., we have federal law, we have state law, and sometimes judges need to interpret what these laws actually mean. Right. And we spoke about a case called Maza Alaluf. And Maza Alaluf was the proprietor of a Chilean Casa de Cambio who was bringing currency into the U.S., physical currency. He was declaring it on his way in. He was having the money delivered to a MSB in Los Angeles and then distributed to his bank accounts in New York, Chicago, and Michigan. And what happened in that case was, because he wasn't licensed in the U.S. And he was prosecuted, the court ruled that not only was he a money transmitting business here because he was performing remissions for his clients, but he was a money transmitting business in New York, in Michigan, and in Illinois. And when he was prosecuted and convicted, he was sentenced to 42 months in prison, and he lost about $10 million. So it's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, it seems like a full-time job in itself.
It is.
Well, we were very happy to have you here. We're glad that you could join us. And I guess I just want to know a little bit, what do you think of our conference so far?
I think it's fantastic. I've been coming 2007, 2008, 2009, and then we came to the one in Miami in October. I think that David and Hugo do a wonderful job. I think that this new seminar that we had this time was wonderful. It was very detail specific. And I deal with these rules and regulations on a daily basis, and I learned a lot. And for the things that I hadn't worked on in a while, it was a good refresher course for me. So I hope that we continue to do things like that.
Well, we look forward to continuing in the same vein, and we'd love to have you, join us year after year. So thank you. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good afternoon.